Whoa. Yeah, we on streams, cuz. We on the stream. Dun 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 Bro, where's my channel at? Oh, damn, so like, bro. Cool. Channel dashboard. Analytics. I'm at 700. I'm like 707 right now. Bro, I'm really here for the streams, cause, bro, okay, I can't see, bro, like, oh, I swear, it won't allow me to see turn in the chat. Never mind. Bro, remember to subscribe, bro, what is it? What's going on? You know what? We're finna do. Bro, hold up. I'm gonna go to. Let me duplicate this real quick. Duplicate sound. We're finna do reactions. We're finna do the reactions, bro. So let me go to share. Hello. Watch later. Cause my watch later playlist is so. Yeah, y'all in reaction. Which race is this one? I don't know. He can't be serious. Giselle Patches. Bro. My brother, hold up, wait. Let me get this set up. Feeling like Claire just reacts.
Here at Paradise Ranch, we have about 27,000 acres. So we don't have cell service. Alright,
cool. Nice. Alright, let's do this. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Quantum here, back with another one. In today's video, we're gonna be reacting to He Cannot Be Serious. It's a video by Giselle Patches or whatever, bro. Very entertaining, dude. Go subscribe to him and whatever. I forget this up because I don't know why, but we subscribe to him. But let's hurry up and get into this video, bro.
So, a YouTuber named Digimon, and
Digimon is crazy.
well, I just talked about 2 weeks ago,
It gets much worse.
has recently.
Wait. He posted. Wait, did he have posted a video 3? Bro, I thought it was like some arrested for disturbing the peace, shopping. What?
Been arrested for stalking and disturbing the peace, knowing what Gideon's profession is.
Prank oriented.
Was this another over-the-top attempt to expose a child
crazy.
diddler for our entertainment? Or was the content a little too far, gone crazy,
Going crazy is crazy.
gone violent, and maybe gone a little sexual? If you want more Gideon shirtless content, along with Predator Catcher Yowie, make sure to
I swear, he's gotten more into the little pranking, the little trolling thing, which also like stay congruent with his prank catches and all that. So he like sometimes he'll just go out, do a little trolling or whatever, and then he'll come back and then do a prank catch. It's like, I think he's just trying to rub off each other, kind of. But I don't think he's like that bad for it, you know.
subscribe down below. You'll definitely want to expose your eyes to something like that. Anyways, this whole situation isn't about catching child predators, but instead Gideon's attempt to kick out a squatter taking advantage of an elderly woman. It sounds like good intentions, so why did this
Wait. When did this happen? Because which video was this?
end up with Gideon in handcuffs? Well, this whole ordeal started because a friend of Gideon's, who is also a predator catching content creator named Skeeter Gene, was in the process of kicking out a squatter who also happened to be his uncle. Gideon decided to help Gene by live streaming himself doing everything in his power to get Gene's uncle to leave. Eventually, the police did show up due to noise complaints, leading to Uncle Squatter being escorted off.
Bro, I didn't watch the stream, but you know, why? Bro, his uncle literally took advantage of an elderly woman. They had to move her out. They had to move her out, right? And then hold up, they had to move her out to like an elderly place or whatever you call it. And then after that happened, he still wouldn't leave, right? This is an ongoing series. I've watched since like day one of this. I'm like, yo, he's back at it again, and I'm like, yo, crazy. But hey, and then I know he's gonna come back, but no, it's like, come on, he's the guy called multiple times, boom, boom, boom. I don't know, this dude's just a broke bum. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that's literally it.
Property and taken to the police station while Gideon films the entire encounter. Gideon then discovers that at some point, Uncle Squatter encountered a group of Gideon fans, with this confrontation ending in Uncle Squatter throwing a rock at a fan and breaking his car's windshield.
Whoa, wait, hold up. He broke this windshield, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
This whole beautiful mark.
Joe threw a rock and broke this windshield. That's
Where?
damage of property. That's the rock you threw?
This then led to Gideon trying to locate Uncle Squatter and eventually locating him at a McDonald's. The police do show up to inform Gideon that he has been kicked off the property and is not allowed to enter the building.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property. You guys have to leave your.
Who's you guys? Can you be more specific?
You.
So they said these people?
Him. Yes. You
Okay.
guys cannot be on the property. You're gonna be arrested for trespassing.
G, bro.
You go in there.
Bro,
He's going to jail, like, bro.
you don't have any, like no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have nothing better to do? Like,
Do you have anything better to do?
officer, you're actually like supposed to protect and serve. Because you've been camping out there for like 20 minutes wasting taxpayer dollars. It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter. That's crazy. Hey, let's just stand on the sidewalk.
To avoid trespassing, Gideon then gives his camera to two younger fans so they can record Uncle Squatter, who's hiding in McDonald's. This would then lead to the police arresting Gideon, along with the two
Why arrested this dude?
young fans who were given the camera equipment and one other person.
Officer, never trespass them. You can't trespass somebody. Officer, you cannot trespass somebody. Officer, where they trespass? This isn't gonna stick. They never even went on the property. How are you gonna trespass someone that never went on the property? They are arrested children
Bro,
that never went inside of a
bro, wait.
McDonald's. What am I getting arrested for?
Disorderly person. You're out here yelling and
Yo, they arresting it just because, man.
causing a scene.
You're under arrest for being disorderly.
Freedom of speech. You can yell on the sidewalk.
Sitting here causing a scene.
I am a multi-millionaire. I promise you, I can take this as far as you want. Officer.
Breaking news. Amendment 4 ends majority rule in Missouri. With Amendment 4, a measure would need to win all 8
Subscribe, like, comment, whatever. Bro.
congressional districts to pass. So just 5% of voters could veto what most Missourians want. Vote no on Amendment 4.
Alright, bro. I think Gideon get arrested again.
After getting arrested, Gideon was then ordered by a judge that he is no longer allowed to have contact with Uncle Squatter.
Cases every day, but I'm telling you, you're not going back there if he's there. Do we understand one another?
If he's there, yes, sir.
Sir, don't go back to that house.
Okay.
If you go back to that house and he ends up there, you are not going to like what I'm going to do. I promise you that.
Now, I do understand if you think the ruling is BS, or if the situation itself seems unfair. I mean, the Squatter, Gideon, and Skeeter Gene are...
He's literally 4 videos? Literally, I've been watching this since 7 months ago. Boom, I exposed my own uncle. Boom, squatting in somebody's house. I can copy these texts. I can copy the text. My uncle is still squatting at my grandma's house. See?
Trying to kick out is someone who's taking advantage of his own mother, an elderly woman, and it's also been alleged that he physically assaulted her. Gideon and Skeeter...
Bro, he did.
Gene claimed there was an official report of this happening, and it was later dropped, but they both claimed that they wouldn't be surprised if he actually did assault her, given his threats towards his own mother and his sporadic and violent behavior.
I mean, there was a report filed a while ago at like outside an urgent care that said Joe assaulted my grandmother in the parking lot, and the police were called. It was just a report made by an associate, but ultimately it didn't go anywhere.
I would not be surprised if Joe did.
Sorry, I holy stutter.
Something to her.
I wouldn't either.
However, there is a reason most people, including myself, still have our gripes on how Gideon conducted his livestream. And while trying to locate Uncle Squatter, Gideon noticed 2 of his fans who looked to be no older than 13 years old riding on dirt bikes, and he instructed his young fans to find the squatter and report his location back to him.
Yo, fan out and look for him. God bless you. Put the kids to work. Yo, check the McDonald's.
The kids to work is crazy.
And let me know. Yeah, check McDonald's.
Personally, and I know this is going to be a very spicy hot take, but I think directing little kids to scout for an unstable, violent individual is kind of reckless, kind of a poor decision. The other 2 fans Gideon used to find the squatter ended up getting arrested, all because Gideon wanted to film more content of the squatter.
Should we give them the camera? He's just sitting in there? He's sitting in the corner, yeah. Here. Did he bang you? Yeah. Here. He's banging you guys going? Yeah. Do this. Do me a favor. Okay, here. Be very careful. Just wear this.
Which way?
Just on your back.
Okay.
Wear it as a backpack.
You genuinely what?
You trespass them, she'll shut the fuck up!
Yes, let's corner Uncle Squatter and aggravate him to the point where he turns into Uncle Stabby. I mean, we were just told that he chucked a fucking rock at someone and broke a windshield, but I'm sure when he notices a bunch of cameras shoved in his face, he'll totally react like a stable human being.
Oh my god, Diesel. Are you really upset at Jizzy Dobbed and the actual squatter who
Bro, dude, I'm mad at Squatter, bro. Gideon, I don't know, he's just going against troll phase, bro. Chill out, bro.
treats his own mother terribly, so the police should have arrested him instead.
If this Uncle Squatter guy really...
He has been kind of tripping out, bro. Like, Gideon, like, this year's last video I watched was literally the most recent. He got some mom arrested, bro, for some, and I think he cursed out their kids or whatever, bro. Her neighbor's kid. Yeah.
He is abusing an elderly woman and is taking advantage of her by living rent-free and refusing to leave her home, then yeah, I wouldn't care if he slipped on a banana peel and broke every bone in his body. But if you think me criticizing Gideon means I endorse Uncle Lunatic, then you're either 10 years old or just flat out slow. Also, just even looking at the end result of this entire ordeal, Gideon gets arrested, 2 of his young fans get arrested, and Uncle Squatter returns to the same home he was freeloading in. What a happy ending. Even the more trivial stuff within the stream is just obnoxious and a pain to sit through. Like at one point, Gideon goes to the police station and jokingly files a missing persons report just to locate the squatter.
We just wanted to try to file a missing person report. Yeah, Joe went missing. You guys stole him. Where did they take him, JV?
I'm glad to see you're taking it seriously. However, shit like this is trivial compared to, hey kid,
Leading into his thing, or leading into his shellfish.
you seen the maniac? If not, you should go find him. But watch out for rocks. I heard he's got a real good throwing arm. And now, a YouTuber named Bloodspeth would call out Gideon for endangering his young fan base, which caught the attention of Gideon. So he decided to address the entire situation, along with reacting
I'm free getting canceled for getting arrested.
to Bloodspeth's video in a now deleted 6-hour VOD. You know your take holds up when you feel the need to private your own content.
So I have turned into a locale. I am part of his locale gallery, and it says Gideon went way too far and got arrested.
Wait.
I went
Are these are good thumbnails?
way too far. I went way too far by standing on the sidewalk. And I risked minors. Minors were at risk as well.
Yes, sending kids near the lunatic squatter was irresponsible. You can chuckle to yourself all you want, but this framing of, what's so wrong about standing on a sidewalk, is extremely disingenuous considering Bloodspeth's main point is that you were using kids.
Bro, we're 8 minutes into it, and he's already proved me multiple points, my dog.
To get footage of the squatter.
You're so good.
After Gideon sees a group of kids on their e-bikes who
I know he will like literally sit there, and he literally said, if somebody says something about me, I don't care if they're big, small, I will combat it with my own opinion, bro. And that's crazy, bro.
who appeared to be fans of his. This is when he told them to look for Joe. These were at absolute max 8th graders. Why did Gideon tell them to search for a violent criminal? He then walks into a...
I love how he didn't say, I said, ride by McDonald's, and if you see him, let me know.
Well, I didn't say confront the squatter. I just told him to go find and report his location to me. It doesn't matter if your intent was to just have them alert you about his location. The kids shouldn't be involved at all. Like, sure, those 2 kids on the dirt bike didn't do anything stupid, but this isn't their job in the first place, even if it means helping their favorite YouTuber, because there is still the possibility it could have gone wrong.
Yo!
Oh, sideways. He got it now.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
One love. Meow.
Pretty amazing, right? The Sony True RGB.
Yo! Fan out and look for him. Yo, check the McDonald's and let me know. Check McDonald's. So all I said was check the McDonald's, let me know. I mean, maybe Bloodspeth knows something I don't.
Bro, I wish he put this video 4K, bro.
Gas station.
4K literally nothing.
Recording the customers and employees with...
But you know what? Here, I'll take a little bit of accountability. I'll take full. You know what? Definitely shouldn't have had kids see if they see Joe. I shouldn't have put them in that position. I'll say that. Sure, why not? I know what? Chat, LaDion, I'm not gonna... LaDion.
Oh, wait, so you do admit...
Exactly.
That was a stupid thing to do. Okay, so why were you mocking this thumbnail?
And I risked minors. Minors were at risk as well. Okay.
Clearly you know that was irresponsible, but for some reason you don't want to say why. Maybe sending kids to go find an unstable, violent adult
Bro, he got it.
man was
Level what?
fucking stupid or something.
I have a huge team. They could have told me if they see him. I will take this. So, Bloodspeth, great point. Great point, Bloodspeth.
What? I think Bloodspeth made that point very clear from the start, but for some reason you now realize endangering kids just to find a violent person you can film is irresponsible. Coincidentally, Gideon admitted Bloodspeth's point is valid only after the chat started to call him out. I wonder if there's a correlation there.
Not long after, Gideon received a donation saying that Joe was hiding at McDonald's. While making his way there, he spots the children riding by again. Can you guess what he does next? If you guessed that Gideon went about his business without involving minors in a dangerous situation, you would be wrong.
Okay. So, I'm involving minors in a dangerous situation. You know what? Okay.
You know what? Okay. W accountability. Yo.
You accountability, Gideon. So here we have the other reason you backtracked on that argument, that you endangered minors. If I admit I was wrong, then my fans will just eat up whatever I say because I already took accountability, guys.
Gideon instructs the kids to go check the McDonald's to see if Joe is there. I don't even know how to begin with this. What goes through your head to make you think that it's okay to make children go after a violent criminal? We've already established that Joe will attack someone if they're following him. He did it to a group of grown men with a car. This is something that...
All I asked is if you see him, let me know.
Oh, by the way, I cannot see chat, bro. So you tell me chat right now. I cannot see y'all.
Okay, then why are you admitting that was the wrong thing to do if the only thing the kids are doing is alerting you of the squatter's location? If it doesn't matter, then why are you taking accountability? It's like you needed the chat to remind you, hey, this was very dangerous, reckless, and irresponsible, but at the same time, you don't want to admit that. Like, was there any need to send children even close to the dangerous man in the first place?
Very dangerous man. Make sure
This is all under the assumption these little kids would act rationally if they were to spot the guy. Thankfully, it didn't turn out horribly, but you didn't know these kids. Why even take that risk?
So not only is he sending out children to search for a violent, aggressive, dangerous man, he's sending them to go inside of the same building and
No, that's you saying I'm sending them inside. Am I endangering kids by having a...
By the way, you sent 2 fans inside of the McDonald's, bro. I don't think he's talking about them kids that searched for him. I'll talk about he's talking about the kids that tried to go inside of it, got arrested, and then now I don't know what happened to them.
Just tell me if they see him, let me know. Bro, this is the thing though. It's like when these dudes, like, Bloodspeth seems like a sheltered kid to me, and he doesn't go outside much. And he's just jumping to conclusions.
Conclusions, such as your irresponsible decision, could have resulted in a kid getting hurt, because,
this is live, bro. This is live, so.
As someone who does feel sunlight on occasion, I would say that's a fairly reasonable assertion. Let me just read the chat real quick to see if they agree with me.
Not a good argument?
Oh shit, I mean, Bloodspeth is actually speaking facts. His take is so based. I'll take my L, chat. That was my B.
I mean, I'm not arguing.
Yes, you are. You continue to downplay your actions while admitting you were in the wrong. If what you
genuinely watching this gameplay.
did it wasn't even bad, then what are you apologizing for? Also, this segment of the response especially is incredibly immature.
Well, this is the thing though. It's like, when these dudes, like, Bloodspeth seems like a sheltered kid to me, and he doesn't go outside much.
Yeah, you see, Bloodspeth, if you actually touched grass instead of wanking it to your Nami body pillow, you would know that normal people direct minors towards unstable, violent men. Why don't you spend less time making critical videos on me and get some pussy, nerd?
It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter. That's crazy.
Hey, let's just stand on the sidewalk.
Just wanted to make a quick note and say that the police literally cannot do anything about a squatter.
Oh, whoa. Whoa! No way! I did not know that. Wow! Bloodspeth. Oh my gosh. Bloodspeth, you just blew my mind.
Bro, what the shit? Raise 7? Bro, what the
No, I was not. Bro.
I know you're saying this sarcastically, but you telling the cops
It's crazy how you don't arrest a squatter.
pretty much implies that you think that's exactly how the legal system operates. But where would people get that idea?
Where's the backpack?
So the cop said, if you go in there, you'll be arrested for trespassing.
While getting arrested, Gideon exclaims that his rights are being violated and that he is a multi-millionaire willing to take this all the way.
Just walk inside.
Just to get my video?
Did he cut it out?
But make sure y'all stick together.
Okay, let me see. Let me make sure we can cut it out. So they were walking.
Just give him the phone.
They weren't trespassing.
Yeah, hold up. Wait, actually come back.
No. There is what? Was that a drink? Like what? You put like fruit in the thing, I'm gonna think it's a drink.
When families are squeezed by rising costs and crime, it takes real leadership to help. That's why Ann Wagner passed the largest tax cut.
She come back.
I said, wait, actually come back. And he said, if you go inside, you'll be arrested. They never went inside. I said, wait, come back, because I had actually changed my mind. Why did you not say anything about me telling them to come back?
Because he showed a clip of it, are you implying that he's omitting context while showing the context for all to see? Are you arguing that Bloodspeth should have made a stronger point that you changed your mind? Well, the fact that you changed your mind midway through indicates to everyone that you knew sending the 2 young fans in the McDonald's wasn't a good idea. Why did you change your mind? Anyways, Bloodspeth argues that the police were right to arrest Gideon and the 2 fans who were sent to go into the McDonald's, and Gideon argues that wasn't the... So, are you two...
Oh, wait, bro. Where?
The immaturity and recklessness shown in the stream is off the charts.
Gideon and the 2 fans who were sent to go into the McDonald's, and Gideon argues that wasn't the reason why he was arrested. Same with his 2 young fans, which is true. According to this document from the Woodhaven police, multiple
Upon arrival, officers determined the crowd question squatting legally.
arrests were made for breach of peace, and Gideon received that charge along with stalking.
The extent of the immaturity and recklessness shown in the stream is off the charts. McDonald's had every right to trespass him and his fans and his crew, and honestly, that was the right thing to do.
Okay. When were they... So, Bloodspeth, when were they trespassed? Because they went into the restaurant before. You have to show when... You have to tell me, Bloodspeth, the burden of proof is on you. When were show when they were trespassed. Show where the McDonald's said they were trespassed. Because nobody was charged with... Bloodspeth. Nobody was charged with trespass. Blah. But Bloodspeth don't care.
Now, even though Gideon's arrest is separate from Bloodspeth's main point of endangering minors, why Gideon was arrested should be corrected.
How you go all the way there just didn't complete it?
And too bad Gideon ruins his point by following it up with nonsensical arguments.
Given this, why would any
Forward, back, forward. What the
manager in their right mind allow a large group to confront a dangerous criminal on their property? We've established that he's unstable and violent. A bunch of confrontational men with cameras cornering him is the worst possible decision they could make. What if
Imagine Gideon reacts to this video. It'll be crazy.
fight broke out? What if someone got hurt? These are real things.
Well, didn't happen. What if you deleted your channel? What if you actually researched the video? We could do what ifs all day. But those what ifs didn't happen.
Apparently increasing the risk of something terrible happening is okay, as long as the outcome doesn't end with the worst possible scenario. According to Gideon, genius logic. And after Gideon's terrible response, he ends up in a call with Bloodspeth to go over his video. Through this back and forth, Gideon claims Bloodspeth didn't do his due diligence when researching the topic, and also covers more of the legality part of the whole situation. This part of the live stream is nearly 3 hours long, and you're free to watch that re-upload the VOD for that portion because, again,
6 hours, 2 minutes, and 6 seconds. Come on now.
Gideon privated the original upload, but I don't know. It just seemed like he was only taking accountability so he could bend over backwards for his chat, because he thought the idea of endangering children was a silly one until he noticed.
Gideon, this is an L.
L, J for L. He's crazy.
Gideon, you have to admit this looks pretty bad.
I like a lot of the work Gideon has done throughout the years, catching predators. I just hope he doesn't end up in a slippery slope, where he fucks up his reputation so much that it makes it more difficult for him to expose more predators and other terrible people.
Wait. Alright, bro, we up. Wait. You can pause it. Anyways, bro, we straight out with him. He out with this one. Boom. Bro, yo, I don't know if I get it now. Did I? This one? Bro, I know like 3 people are watching right now. Yeah. Oh, pause it. Okay, we're going back to this. Bruh. Can I get mod? Hey. There's one person watching. Oh, I've bro. Shut up, forward. Shut up, forward. Like, shit, I can't see it. Bro, how y'all like that one? Hello. Searching 32 minutes ago. As hard. Standard. Save. Come on. Oh. Bro. Wait. You only view the channel? Tofu. Bro, 808, 809, 1000. Bro, we'll get back to like the other 38%, bro. Upload the video. Select files. Dude, I calculate. No, we're not in calculate. We're in. Just get this up. Man. 4 o'clock. Or 31. To be exact. 501. Shitty on jobs. Bruh. carrying on. Again. Okay. Reuse details. I will reuse the this one. Not the strings. Child. Reuse. Units. I don't have like that, so let's just go public. And then I'll publish this. 1 hour 3 minutes left. Holy straight cow. Okay. Just the way you are. You're welcome. The way you are. Good girl, you're amazing. Just the way you are. With me. Just the way you are. Bro. Really just straight reacting from there. Bro, I don't even know how to do that with this though, so. Yeah. We're going in New York City. Cause girl, you look so pretty. Close. 1 hour left. Yeah, bro. 1,000 miles away. Gosh. 1,000 miles away. So pretty. I need to upgrade all my shit. Bro. 2 likes. 2 likes. Bro, it's cool, bro. 2 likes, 2 likes, 2 likes. I'm like 1,000 miles away. Bro, look. I can't see chat. I want to just servers right now. No. Nah, cool, bro. I don't know if Virgil here is, but bro. Okay. Bro, what do y'all want me to check with? Girl, you look so pretty. 1,000 miles away. Girl, you look so pretty. My soul lagging, bro. I swear my soul lagging. Cause girl, you look so pretty. You're 1,000 miles away. I don't know none of the song. It's the only thing I know, bro. Alright, let's see. The Surge, the Daylight, Heavy Blue Man Control. Bro, I still have an hour until that uploads, bro. Bro. Let's do this one, man.
Now, January 29th, Compton, California. A man drives his truck into the parking lot.
Wait. Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Quantum here, back with another one. Today's video for to be watching Surge Night, the day hip hop's Boogeyman lost control. Bro, I don't know anything about this. I'm not gonna hold you, but anyways, let's get into the video and learn and learn and learn. I love fucking learning, I guess.
Now, January 29th, Compton, California. A man drives his truck into the parking lot of a burger stand called Tam's Burgers. There's an altercation. He reverses. He goes forward. 2 men go down.
Oh, I thought he went and bro, y'all remember that one thing where this dude backed his truck up, I think, and then just rammed into the place because I don't know. Sounds stupid.
One of the men is a 55-year-old businessman named Terry Carter. He dies from his injuries within the hour. And Terry Carter wasn't just a random person in the parking lot. He was connected to the world the story comes from. Someone who had known the driver of that truck for years. The driver eventually flees the scene. Hours later, police have him in custody.
Breaking news out of LA, a music industry
Only hours, like, it's crazy, bro.
mogul under arrest after a deadly hit and run. Suge Knight, a hip-hop figure who's had run-ins with the...
10%. You only had to pay 10%, bro. So, what, 100,000? Like, what? Like 150?
law in the past.
That man was Marion Suge Knight. Now, if you know hip-hop history, you already know the name and the face. And if you don't, you're about to find out.
Where's my booty?
Oh, because for a long stretch of the 1990s, Suge Knight ran one of the most powerful and dangerous record labels the music industry had ever seen, Death Row Records.
Oh, I do
Dr.
remember
Dre,
this with Snoop, Boom, with
Snoop Dogg, Tupac Shakur, some of the most important names in rap history, all passed through that label during one of hip-hop's most iconic eras. And at the center of it all was Suge Knight, not just as a businessman, as a presence, as someone the entire music industry knew not to cross. He didn't build that reputation by accident. He built it deliberately, through fear, intimidation, and control. And for a while, it worked. It worked better than almost anyone could have predicted. But that's exactly what this video is about, because that same...
He fell off, bro. He either fell off or some BS.
energy that made Suge Knight feel untouchable, that same operating system, eventually became the thing that trapped him. Before we get into any of what made Suge Knight who he became, we need to start at the beginning, because the beginning doesn't look anything like the ending. Marion Hugh Knight Jr. was born on April 19, 1965, in Compton, California. His father gave him the nickname Suge, short for Sugar Bear, because as a
Oh, he is sweet.
I used to struggle with dandruff,
Like, come on.
but now I use Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders.
As a kid, he was apparently sweet-natured, gentle even. His mother Maxine once told a magazine, "My son is the type of person who still sends me roses all the time." And I want you to really peep the contrast, because that's not the Suge Knight that we knew. Growing up, Suge poured most of his energy into sports. He was a football track star at Linwood High School, not far from Compton, earning letters all 4 years. He was good enough.
Dang, bro. Like, this is the type of style, like, bro. Everybody hit that knee, like that one knee pose, and then
to get a scholarship to El Camino College, and good enough to transfer to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And during his first year on defense, he won Rookie of the Year. His own coach described him as Super Bowl material, the kind of guy you love having on your side. So this wasn't a kid with no options or nothing like that. Suge had a real path, a very legitimate one, and Suge got as close as you can without fully making it. He went undrafted in the 1987 NFL Draft, but he was still invited to Los Angeles Rams training camp. He got cut before the season, but then when NFL players went on strike in 1987, Suge came back as a replacement player and actually played 2 games for the Rams.
only 2 games. Crazy, bro. Bro, if he had such terrible stats, I can't.
2 games, that's how close he got. But when it became clear the NFL wasn't going to be his long-term path, Suge decided to pivot. He started working as a bodyguard. One of his clients was Bobby Brown. He did concert promotion work, and little by little, he started making connections inside the music industry. And this is where the story starts to shift, because Suge had spent most of his life understanding size, pressure, presence, and physical dominance. On a football field, those things can make you valuable. But when that same energy enters the music business,
He put probably linebacker. I could
do something different. Because as much as people love to talk about the music industry has always been mostly business. Contracts, ownership, leverage, control. And Suge seemed to understand something early. In that world, power doesn't always go to the most talented person. Sometimes it goes to the person who can
make them make the most control. That's literally
apply the most
pressure, yep.
Sure. So when the NFL door closed, Suge didn't leave those instincts behind. He just found a different arena to use them in, and the music business, especially in the late 1980s and early 1990s, was about to find that out. So by the late 1980s, Suge Knight had his foot in the door of the music industry. Suge was just someone who knew how to navigate in different environments, and he knew how to adapt. And so eventually Suge started his own music publishing company. Small operation, but it put him in the right rooms. And it wasn't long before those rooms started producing results, not always through conventional means. Now, the first story most people bring up is Vanilla Ice. Now, I want to be a little careful here because this
Vanilla. Yo, that name is so recognizable.
Story has been told 100 different ways, and some versions of it are more legend than fact. Let's just put it like that. So let me tell you what's actually confirmed. So Suge Knight had an associate named Mario Johnson, who had a writing credit connected to Vanilla Ice's hit, Ice Ice Baby, and Suge Knight believed royalties were owed, so he went to collect a check. Now what happened next, depending on who you ask, ranges from a firm conversation to something a lot more threatening. So the most famous version of that story is that Suge dangled Vanilla Ice over a hotel balcony until he agreed to sign over the royalties. Vanilla Ice himself has denied that specific detail. He said the balcony story, as it's been told, didn't happen that way. Honestly, sounds like something Suge would do, right? I kind of believe the balcony story, I'll be honest with you. What do you think? Now, this is what Vanilla Ice has confirmed. Suge Knight and several armed men showed up in his hotel room.
Several armed men. It's crazy.
One of his bodyguards was slapped and disarmed. And after that meeting, however exactly it went, Vanilla Ice signed over the royalties. Honestly, it sounds like he was dangled over a balcony. Because why would he sign it over? I mean, he was afraid, obviously. I would be afraid too if Suge Knight pulled up on you, right? But what do you guys think? Do you think that he was dangled over a balcony? Or do you think that didn't happen? Vanilla Ice stated
50-50.
that Suge's message to him was essentially, this is my city. If you want to be here, you pay. So the balcony part has been disputed. I still kind of believe it. But the confrontation, the armed...
balcony part, bro. Look. This sounds also like some Batman shit, bro. Hey, bro, you gonna give me that information? Oh, gotta go.
And the pressure that led to royalties being signed over, confirmed by Vanilla Ice himself. Now, around the same time, something else was happening that would end up being a lot more significant. Dr. Dre was signed to Ruthless Records, the label run by Eazy and his manager, Jerry Heller. Dr. Dre wanted out. The details of why is a whole nother story. But the short version is that the situation had become uncomfortable enough that Dre was looking for an exit, and so Suge Knight actually became that exit. According to
dang, this dude moving fast. Like, he gotta show you all these big names. Like, what?
Jerry Heller's own memoir, Suge Knight and a group of associates showed up to Ruthless Record offices with baseball bats and lead pipes, and made it very clear that Dre's contract was going to be released. And according to Jerry Heller, he described it as a direct physical threat, not a negotiation. So this comes from Jerry Heller. It's his version of events from his book. However, Suge Knight has never publicly confirmed it in those exact terms, but it's been corroborated enough by journalists and industry observers over the years that it's treated as credible reporting, not as established legal fact. That is the most detailed account we have of how that situation actually went down. What is...
Bro, make sure y'all like and subscribe if y'all want more like this, bro. Nah, I don't know. This is an interesting, ugly ass.
You're about to lose $50,000 for your car accident because you don't know this one trick.
Make sure you like and subscribe, bro. We're 6 minutes into this. I'm trying to make this very, very, very entertaining. But we don't have the equipment right now. We had to go grab the equipment. I don't feel like doing that right now. I could literally go out. I'm gonna do that like later on this week.
Disputed though is that Dre left Ruthless and he went straight to Suge. In 1991, Death Row Records was founded, marrying Suge Knight, Dr. Dre, and the DOC. At its core, it was a rap label, but from the very beginning, the way it was built reflected exactly how Suge operated. Funding for the label reportedly came in part from a man named Michael Harris, known as Harry O, who was serving a prison sentence at the time. The connection between Harris and Death Row's early financing has been confirmed through court-related reporting and legal proceedings. Harris himself later sued over royalties. However, that's a whole nother story. So at this point in the story, I just want you to take away this. Suge Knight entered the music industry with no artists initially, right? No record, no studio. What he had was a reputation, a physical presence, and a willing.
It's crazy. He took over the industry just because he wanted to. It's crazy.
To apply pressure in situations where most people would have sent a lawyer. He got royalties from Vanilla Ice. He got Dr. Dre out of a contract at Ruthless. He got funding. He got distribution. He got a label. None of that happened through conventional business channels. It happened because the people on the other side of those situations made a calculation that whatever Suge was asking for,
you get so much for $1 back then.
or it was worth, less than whatever would happen if they said no. That's not luck. That's a strategy. A specific, deliberate, dangerous strategy. And in 1991, with Death Row Records officially open for business, that strategy was about to scale up in ways nobody could have predicted. And here's where the story shifts, because everything we just talked about, the publishing company, the confrontations.
Bro, I don't even know half the records. It'd just be faking record deals just because, bro.
The way Suge moved to the music industry, that was the setup. And what came next was the payoff. For a stretch of time in the 1990s, Death Row Records was generally one of the most powerful forces in American music. Not just in hip-hop, in music, period. It started with Dr. Dre. In 1992, after Dr. Dre
I was listening to some of this one.
released The Chronic through Death Row, the reception to that album changed the direction of West Coast hip-hop. The production style, the sound, all of it. The album eventually went triple platinum, and it introduced the world to a young rapper named Snoop Dogg. A year later, Snoop dropped Doggy Style, and those were the
Doggy Style, bro. Those two just, I think I had some of those on purpose, bro.
two biggest rap records the genre had seen at that point. So Death Row wasn't just in the conversation, it was the conversation. And Suge Knight was at the center of all of it, not as an artist, not as a producer, but the person who controlled the environment, who set the tone, who made sure everyone around him understood exactly how things worked. Death Row was reportedly generating around $100 million a year in revenue. That's an estimated figure. So it was a serious commercial operation at the top of the industry. And then there was the Source Awards, one of the most talked about moments in hip-hop award show history. Suge Knight gets on stage and says, and I'm paraphrasing, that any artist who doesn't want their executive producer all over their videos, all over their records dancing, should come to Death Row. Everybody in that room knew exactly what he was saying and who he was talking about. It wasn't just beef, it was a public declaration of
You can't play it. Like, you can't play it.
dominance. And Suge was telling the whole industry that he was on smoke. And at that point in 1995, he had the receipts to back it up. That same year, Tupac Shakur was in prison, serving time on a sexual assault conviction. He was one of the most recognizable names in rap at that point, and he was sitting inside a cell. Suge Knight went to give him an offer. Death Row would post the $1.4 million needed to get him out on bail in exchange for Tupac signing with the label. Tupac took the deal. After the release of All Eyes on Me in 1996, Tupac was everywhere, and Death Row was everywhere. Suge Knight at that point was what it looked like at his peak. I just want to slow down for a second and point something out, because this part of the story is very easy to get lost in. The platinum records, the cultural moments, the names, and all of that was real. Death Row was
It was real. I did not know. Dang it. I thought it was all a joke, bro. I just clicked on the video just because it was a joke. Like, come on now.
top during that period. However, what also matters is the environment inside the record label. So Dr. Dre had a 50% ownership stake in Death Row, and Dre actually ended up walking away from it voluntarily with essentially nothing just to get out of that environment. That was not a business decision. That was a survival decision.
True. Like, bro, back then, right, this is crazy.
And when the person who built the sound of your label makes that decision, that tells you something about what was happening inside those walls that the platinum records weren't showing. Death Row in the mid-90s looked like an empire. The music was undeniable. The artists were magnetic. The revenue was enormous. And Suge Knight had...
Bro, I don't even know. I'm heard of these. Bro, who has, like, most... Bro, I heard, like, Lemonade or something
built
like
a
that.
reputation that made the entire
That's the only one I know, for real.
music industry take him seriously in a way that most executives never achieve. But the same thing that made Death Row feel untouchable was also making
He looked 6 foot. He looked like 5 something. Like 5'9".
it unstable. The fear that kept people in line was also the thing that kept people from being honest, keeping people from pushing back when decisions were bad. Because empires built on fear don't fall from outside pressure, they collapse from the inside. September 7th, 1996, Las Vegas, Nevada. Suge Knight and Tupac Shakur are at the MGM Grand to watch
swear I've seen this in a box.
Watch Mike Tyson fight Bruce Seldon. At this point, death row is at the height of its power. All Eyes on Me has already dropped. Tupac is one of the most famous people on the planet, and Suge is right there with him, at ringside in Las Vegas, in what should have been a victory lap moment. After the fight in the lobby of the MGM Grand, a confrontation breaks out. Tupac, Suge, and people around him get into a physical altercation with another group of men. The whole thing is caught on surveillance cameras. Now here's why that matters beyond just the fight itself. Suge Knight was on probation at the time. A physical altercation, especially one caught
that will violate his thing
on camera, was a direct violation of those terms. And one night, at what should have been a victory lap moment, he handed the legal system exactly what it needed. Later that same night, Tupac Shakur was shot multiple times in a drive-by while riding in Suge's BMW. Suge was grazed by shrapnel. Tupac was rushed to the hospital. He died 6 days later on September
Dog. Yo.
13th, 1996. I'm not going to get into the theories around what happened that night. That's a whole separate conversation and not what this video is about. What I will say is that the death of Tupac Shakur changed death row records in ways they never recovered from. The label's most electric artist was gone. The cloud around the label got darker, and Suge Knight, because of the MGM Grand fight, was looking at serious prison time. He was sentenced to 9 years for the probation violation, served approximately 5.
So he started off this injury, and then something happened. Tupac dies because of a physical altercation. They shot him multiple times. Oh my God, you could just took the chain, beat this to a pulp, and then walked on. Like what?
Released in August of 2001. Now right there, right at that moment, is where a different man might have made a different choice. But Suge didn't make a different choice.
Oh, he seems so sad.
What followed over the next decade and a half was a pattern. Not one bad moment, not one unlucky situation. A pattern. And I want to walk you through it quickly. Not to pile on, but because the pattern is the point. After his release in 2001, he was back in legal trouble within a year. A probation violation for moving without notifying his parole officer and associating with known gang members. In 2003, he punched a parking lot valet outside a Hollywood nightclub.
Come on, bro.
Served 10 months. In 2005, he was shot in the leg at an MTV VMAs pre-party in Miami. No arrests were ever made. That same year, he was picked up on a marijuana charge. Then in 2006, something happened that didn't involve a courtroom, but might have been the most significant development of all. Death Row filed for bankruptcy. A court.
Yeah, because you've been gone for, what, 2 years? 2 or 3 years, bro?
And a trustee took over due to what the judge described as gross mismanagement. The label that had generated an estimated $100 million a year was gone. Auctioned off eventually. Done. The empire was done. It was over. However, the behavior continued. In 2008, Las Vegas once.
What's on your card? God, bro. So you started as an incel, and then it turned into a diva. Now, this is
again.
$19,000 bail on charges, fella.
Was accused of being involved in an incident with a woman that led to charges including drug possession, domestic violence, and felony assault with a deadly weapon. I want to be clear, these were accusations and not charges, not convictions. But he posted bail and was reportedly arrested again the very next day on additional charges. In 2012, he was pulled over in Las Vegas with marijuana in the car, multiple outstanding
drug hits. So hitting and drugs.
warrants and a suspended license. In 2013, he was arrested on an outstanding warrant during a traffic stop in Los Angeles.
Drug stop car punch. Hit, fight, physical. Like what?
And then 2014, which deserves a little more information because of what it tells you about where things were heading. There's another situation, and this time it happened in West Hollywood at a pre-VMAs party. Suge Knight was shot 6 times. He survived surgery, and afterward, he refused to cooperate with police investigators. It was never known who shot him. That same year, 2014, he was arrested with comedian Cat Williams for allegedly stealing a photographer's camera in Beverly Hills. Charged with robbery. I want to be precise here, charged, not convicted. That case was ultimately resolved later, but the charge alone was significant. Given its prior criminal history, that robbery charge carried the potential for up to 30 years to life under California's.
So, repeated offense multiple times, physical allegations. You're cooked, bro.
Sentencing laws.
Well over 14 minutes into this joint, bro. I already see this. Yeah, it's cooked.
Then in 2014, he was charged with sending threatening text messages to F. Gary Gray, the director who had been hired to make the Straight Outta Compton biopic, the movie about the era Suge helped build, the movie he wasn't even invited to be a part of. So let's zoom out for a second and look at what we're actually looking at here. By 2014, Death Row was gone. The money was largely gone. The artists had all moved on, some to massive success, some to tragedy, but all of them away from Suge. The legal system had given him suspended sentences, probation, and multiple chances to recalibrate, and again, and again, and again. So this pattern just kept on happening. And the world Suge had built his power inside no longer existed. But Suge was still operating like it did. Still moving like a man whose reputation alone could clear a room. Still reaching for this.
They're just fine, start talking. Dude, you have nothing better to do? Like, come on.
Same tools. Pressure, intimidation, confrontation. That had worked in 1991. But the problem was, this wasn't the 90s anymore. There were cameras everywhere, and the same kind of confrontation that once built Suge's reputation was about to become evidence against them. In early 2015, a biographical film about NWA was in production, Straight Outta Compton, a movie covering one of the most significant eras in West Coast hip-hop history. Dr. Dre and Ice Cube
Straight Outta Compton?
were both
It's like, hold on, now we can actually react to that.
involved in the project. Suge Knight was not. He wasn't invited to participate in a film that covered an era. He had a direct hand in building, and that exclusion bothered Suge Knight. So Suge was basically angry about being left out, and on top of that, Suge was also unhappy about how he was being portrayed in the film, not as a visionary or a businessman, but as an enforcer, as someone defined by violence and intimidation. I mean, that's really who he was at the end of the day, so I don't know
why he was mad. He just wanted to, make me a kind gentleman. Like,
why he would be mad at that. And we already know that months before any of this came to a head, Suge had been charged with sending threatening communications to
Where is he? 10 seconds before the whistle, and you think this is a good
to F. Gary Gray, the director of that film. That charge was already pending before January 29th, even.
Oh, relevant, bro. I don't even know who he is anymore, bro. No, this was the one chef's name, bro. I don't give a crap.
Arrived. On January 29th, 2015, Suge Knight drove to a location connected to the Straight Outta Compton production. He asked to meet with Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. He was turned away, and at that location, he got into a verbal confrontation with a man named Claiborne Sloan. Claiborne Sloan was a Compton native and a former gang.
Bro, Claiborne Sloan, I recognize that name. Like, not like, I recognize it, but I don't know who this is.
Remember, who had
I can
transitioned
see his face, yeah, I know who. But he is, you know what I'm saying?
into film work. He was serving as a consultant and advisor on the Straight Outta Compton production, someone who understood the world the film was depicting because he had lived inside it. After that initial confrontation, Suge drove to Tam's Burgers, a burger stand in Compton, not
Here we are, back at the beginning, bro.
far from the production, and that's where things became irreversible. And at this particular location, there was going to be a victim. His name is Terry Carter. Now, before we get into what actually happened, really quickly, I just want to
Come on. He drove his car, blah, blah. Bro, start paying attention, my dog. He literally introduces in the first 10 minutes, first 30 seconds, bro.
talk about Terry Carter before we go any further, because he deserves more than just being a name in the story. Terry was a 55-year-old businessman, a Compton figure who founded and ran a record label called Heavyweight Records, with rapper Ice Cube, closely connected to the label from the very beginning. Terry also had a huge passion for lowrider cars. Was actually pretty known around the nation through this. Now, Terry wasn't just some random person in Suge's orbit. Him and Suge had known each other for years, and actually Suge looked at Terry as a friend, and the two came up together as young men in Compton before rising through the music industry in different ways. Suge through Death Row, and Carter through Heavyweight Records with Ice Cube. Terry Carter had also reportedly been trying to help repair the relationship between Suge Knight and Dr. Dre. That's why his presence at Tam's Burgers matters. So this was A man who by all means was there to bring peace to the situation. And the story is that he was there as a mediator.
Some of the commentary videos are way easier to edit than like reactions. I don't know, man. I'm gonna start doing commentary.
Basically, created peace and made sure that every person who was there to communicate did so effectively. So he wasn't
research videos. I research commentary as
there as a rival. He wasn't there as an enemy. He was someone who knew the people involved and wanted everyone to get along. And it was confirmed that Terry Carter was not a part of what was about to happen. He was there to help. Now, this is what happened. According to police accounts and witness statements, deputies responded to the 1200 block of West Rosecrans Avenue in Compton for what was reported as a possible hit-and-run traffic accident. When they got there, they found Terry Carter lying in the street. Clebone Sloan was lying in the parking lot. According to witnesses, Suge Knight had driven up to the location in a pickup truck. While he was still seated inside the truck, he got into an argument with Sloan, who was standing near the driver's side door. That argument escalated, and then, according to the police account, Suge drove the truck in reverse, striking Sloan and knocking him to the ground. Then he drove forward through the parking lot at a high rate of speed, running over Sloan a second time, and also running over Terry Carter. After that, Suge drove away from the scene. Terry Carter suffered
just treat him like a ragdoll.
Multiple blunt force trauma injuries. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Clebone Sloan suffered blunt force injuries as well. He was also taken to the hospital, treated, and he survived. One of the 911 callers who saw what happened described the same basic sequence in real time. She told the dispatchers that the men were fighting, and then the truck pulled back, pulled forward, and ran them over. She said the two men were lying on the ground, and as the truck left the scene, she said she and her passenger tried to follow it and get a picture of the license plate. But before they could do that, the truck was quick enough to leave the scene. That's how fast this went from an argument in a parking lot to a fatal hit-and-run investigation.
This car ran over two guys that were fighting, and then he just pulled back and pushed forward and run them over. Two guys are laying down 142nd, man. What city are you in? Compton, I think.
Bro, he always helps in Compton.
I just passed by.
The deadly hit-and-run was eventually connected to Suge Knight. After leaving the scene, Suge abandoned his vehicle in a parking lot in Westwood, about 20 miles north of Compton. The red 2-ton Ford F-150 Raptor truck was later found by police, and Suge Knight eventually turned himself in to the authorities at approximately 3 in the morning the following day.
What up, Sue?
He was charged with murder, attempted first
They give him a clipboard, bro. They ran. He gave him a clipboard, bro.
degree murder, and 2 counts of hit and run. Now let's talk about this part because there are 2 different versions of the events that were told. So let's talk about each of those first. Prosecutors argue that Suge Knight intentionally used his truck as a deadly weapon, that this was not an accident and it was not self-defense. They stated Suge's defense argued the opposite. His attorney said he had been attacked by multiple men, that he feared for his life, and that he drove forward trying to flee a dangerous situation. He was not trying to hurt anyone. Now, I'm not going to tell you which version is true or not, because the truth is, a jury never decided. Suge actually never went to trial. What I can tell you is that the defense had some
it's crazy, bro. Kill the dude and got away with it.
serious issues working against them.
God dang, bitch.
2 of Suge's former attorneys were later indicted for allegedly attempting to bribe potential witnesses and were reportedly trying to manufacture testimony, suggesting that there were guns at the scene in order to support the self-defense argument. That's of course not a detail that helps the self-defense credibility. And the surveillance footage, which was a part of the evidence and reviewed in court, showed what it showed. The most painful part about this case is Terry Carter. Whatever happened in that parking lot, whatever, or however you want to interpret the confrontation, whatever you believe about the intent, Terry Carter was not Suge's enemy. He wasn't there to fight. He literally came over. He went there to smooth the situation over. He was a peacemaker who walked into the wrong moments. His widow, Lillian, later wrote a letter that was read in court. She said, when you search her
It's plugged.
Remember for Euphoria, overwhelmingly decadent. The new Fiesta rap, only at Lee's, famous for a reason. I used to struggle with dandruff, but now I use Head and Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head and Shoulders fights
her husband's name. You don't find anything about who he really was, his role in the community, what he meant to his family, what kind of man he was. What you find is the footage of the moment he died. He was so much more than the guy the defendant killed with his truck, she wrote. He was my husband, my best friend, my provider. Suge pleaded not guilty to all the original charges and spent the next 3 years in county jail awaiting trial. The case moved slowly. Delays, legal motions, attorney changes. By some counts, Suge apparently went through more than a dozen lawyers over the course of the case. And then just days before the jury selection was scheduled
13 lawyers?
to begin, everything
They said, first of all, like, I can't do this, man. Nah, bro. You did just kill this. Like, I'm not spending 3 years with you. I have other cases. You made my money. Get on somewhere. Second, nah, I cannot do this, man. I can't do this. I can't do this, man. I can't do this. Third, why is this? I'm gonna try my best. I'm not gonna do this. Let's just get this over with. By the way, 3 years? Okay, we're gonna skip all the way to the 10th, 12th lawyer. God. Yo, if 11 is gonna do it, I know for sure I can't do it. Hey, bro, it's time to pack it up, man. It's just, bro, your career is over. We're done, man. The other lawyer just like, oh my god, it's been 3 years, my dog. I'm still not able. It's called raps at this point. Like, bro.
changed. On September 20th, 2018, nearly 4 years after the incident at
4 years? 4 years and they finally caught this thing?
Sam's Burgers, Suge Knight walked into the Los Angeles courtroom and entered a plea. Not guilty, not innocent, no contest. If you're not familiar with what no contest means, here's a simple version. It's not the same as saying you did it, but it's also not a denial. What it means legally is that you're accepting the punishment without formally admitting guilt. In practical terms, for sentencing purposes, it functions the same as a
He was just done with all this stuff. He was like, no contest.
guilty plea. The case is over, you're done fighting, and Suge Knight was done fighting. By that point, this case had already produced some surreal courtroom moments. At one of his early hearings in 2015, his bail was set at $25 million. Around that same period, Suge collapsed in court and had to receive medical attention. That moment became one of the first visuals people saw from this case. Not the untouchable death row boss from the 90s, not the man people whispered about in the industry, but an older Suge Knight in the courtroom, facing a murder case, with a bail number so high, it made it clear how serious this had become. And by 2018, the situation was even heavier. Now here's something important to understand about why he took that plea deal. So this plea didn't just resolve the Terry Carter case. It resolved 3 separate criminal cases at once. The hit-and-run manslaughter case, the Cat Williams camera robbery case from 2014, and the threatening communications case involving F. Gary Gray. From 3 cases, 1 agreement. Prosecutors made it clear if Suge went to trial and was convicted on all original charges across those 3 cases, he was
all you had to do just to get out, bro, send about 25 mil over, send all your money over to somebody else, or like at 3 in the morning, like 2 in the morning, send all your money over to somebody you trust, right? Then once you get it, boom. Then once you get your bail, set the bail, boom, you're in jail, boom, they bail you out. Stupid.
Essentially looking at up to 100.
Look, you can't use money during the thing. You can use that. You gotta use legal money. So send all your money before. You know what I'm saying?
Years to life in prison. So Suge Knight, of course, took 28 years as a plea deal to avoid a number he'd never come back from. But also, let's talk about why it was 28 years. Because that number doesn't just come from nowhere. And the way it breaks down tells you everything about what this whole story has actually been about. The charge he pleaded guilty to, voluntary manslaughter, carried a base sentence of 11 years in California. That was the starting point. But Suge didn't have a clean record. He had decades of criminal history, including prior felony convictions. And in California, there's a law called the 3 Strikes Law. The basic idea is this. If you have prior serious or violent felony convictions on your record, the courts can double your sentence when you're convicted of a new one. Suge had those prior convictions, so the 11 years got doubled, that's 22. Then there was a 5-year enhancement for a prior serious or violent felony. And because the truck was treated as a deadly weapon in this case, 1 more year was added on top of that. 11 plus 11 plus 5 plus 1. 28 years. Suge Knight's criminal record, which was built during the death row era, became part of the math that doubled his sentence. Decades later, the same chapter of his life that made him powerful is the chapter that made the punishment worse. On October 4th, 2018, Suge Knight was sentenced to 28 years in state prison. The daughter of Terry Carter described Suge Knight as a truly disgusting, selfish disgrace to the human species. The most feared man in hip-hop, the man who had
Dang, boy. It's crazy, bro.
once controlled one of the most powerful labels in music, who had made executives nervous and artists careful, who had operated for decades like the rules didn't fully apply to him, was taken away in an orange jumpsuit. He was sent to Richard J. Donovan
You got such a big chest, bro. You got such a big chest, but like no
Correctional Facility in San Diego. At the time of making this video, Suge Knight is still in prison. His earliest possible parole eligibility, based on public available records, is October 2034. He'll be 69 years old. And that's not a guarantee. That's just the earliest the door opens for a conversation about it. Like,
that's crazy. 69.
guess what do you even make of a story like this? Well, when you build everything on fear, your business, your reputation, your
So, like what? 8 more years, man?
relationships, your survival, you're building on something that requires
He gonna die at like 74, bro.
constant maintenance, constant escalation, constant proof. And at some point, the proof you give the world becomes the evidence used against you. Suge Knight didn't just lose because the game changed. He lost because he never did. And that's how hip-hop's boogeyman eventually, one day, lost control. If you made it this far, drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new here. My name is...
Anyways, bro. Wonderful video. I will catch y'all in the next one. Alright, peace. Boom. I swear, bro, I swear to you, I have like no access to the live stream, bro. Yo, like, I got no access to this live stream. Bro, I'm gonna try. Hi, thank you. Yo, Yoda, yo. I'm back, yo, hello, bro, you back? Hello, Claire. We back, bro. 3 is watching right now. 3 people. I am back and I'm never losing since when am I mind? What happened? Bro, we got like Ed is mod, bro. Everybody's in mod. Don't really care. See. Yo, wait, hold on, wait. What happened? Yo, you got your. Yeah, I got it. I got my rolls back, bro. Holy lag. It's like 36 minutes. 5 people watching, bro. This is. You stream Fortnite? Sometime. Man. Like, low-key. Like, at like 7-ish or whatever. I will hop in Fortnite. But, it depends, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Bro, let me get to this video. Half of these videos did even 79%. I swear I have like 3 videos trying to upload right now. And like half of them are not even uploading. Upload. Select. Julian got arrested again. Wait. Hold up. Let me just upload this. Was it how? What was it? How Death Row Records? Fell off. Y'all just come and play it. It fell off. I'm gonna reuse the details. Gideon got arrested again. We're just gonna use that. And we're gonna reuse not the title. Not it. Title, category, you know, just put it reuse. Elements, checks, flexibility, I'm just gonna make it public because like I need to watch those. Publish. Yo. Why is it? Yo, low key, what the hell's going on? Since when I am on, bro, you've been on for like 2 days, bro. It's too. What? Hold up, bro. No. My dog, we're back. We're like, yo, it's crazy. Like, I might, bro. I don't know what happened. Bro, I'm trying to get my channel content on, bro. But, like, no, it's just my. 2 people watching, bro. Why is my stuff lagging? Five people watching, bro. A blue stream was. We'll start focusing on back on this channel. Are you the same guy from last night? It's so the room. Yeah, I remember you, Catherine. Bro, I do remember. Like, I remember everybody. Like, make sure you subscribe. And all I'm saying, like, hit the subscription button. Bro, wait, bro. I do. Like, it's. Bro, I know my audio is so bad, but, you know, I do real. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Bro, we're trying to hit, what, 5K, 10K. I don't know. I don't know what happened to damn, bro. It's so laggy and like, bro, so, I don't know. It's like the color is so bad. I don't know what's going on. I don't like shit. I don't like shooting on you. I already subscribed. Bro, appreciate the subscription. I will be posting like 2 videos. Like 2-3 videos. There was supposed to be a video that was posted today, but like I don't know what happened to it. I don't know what happened to the video that was supposed to post, but it was supposed to post today. Like, and then I got like 2 other videos that was supposed to today. Like I got 3 videos that was supposed to post today. It should start lagging mid-mat, like mid-thing. I don't know what's gonna happen, bro. You're gonna be mod, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm giving you a free mod just because, bro. Just because y'all stayed here for like so long. But anyways, it is at 204 to 162, man. It's like delayed. Bro, I know it's kind of delayed, bro. I don't know why. It's just like delayed like that. But like, make sure y'all watching my videos, bro. I work really hard. I need to get monetized so like I can like actually be like kind of ish here. Like yeah. One person watching now. One person watching. I don't know what to do, bro. I'm just responding to stuff and all that, bro. I'm just trying to like do whatever. Like the only person watching is me. Like, yo, I need my shit back, bro. I need my shorts views back, bro. Like, shit. That's a. Oh no. Got to recap. Like the growth is so like steady or whatever. I know it's like very laggy, bro. I know it. Bro, it's supposed to be on uploading. It's waiting. Bro, Gideon got arrested, and then this is like 1% uploaded. I can't download this. Okay. Let me try to re-upload this. I'm gonna try to re-upload some videos. It's been like this for like the past like while. So like I'm literally trying to pump out videos right now. Rest all of us. I need to read. I should like upload 0%. Bro, I should need this. Really, bro? I don't know. Bro, I don't know what the hell to do, bro. Any ideas, bro? Just drop them in the chat for real, bros. I don't know. Anyone play Fortnite? Yeah, I play Fortnite. It's like QuantumxVision. Bro, I would probably I can't bring my whole entire system down, but I will find a way to stream it or something. I just don't know at this point. Oh. It's like just QuantumxVision. Just add me out probably. Will. Bro, I can't. Bro, I just wish I had my phone, bro. Like, it is this shit right here, bro. Like, the fan. I'm like in this stream and then just like hop on for it. And then try, like, at least to get it working, I guess. We should be like 80 something minutes, bro. Let's go back. I got DoorDashed. $90 headset. Bro, that's how I need a headset, bro. I think I have one. I think I have a headset. I just don't know what it is. Wait, bro, it might be my birthday. Bruh. I have how? Brother. Bro, okay. Wait. Just give me like 2 minutes real quick. Bruh. Properties. Built-in mic. What the hell is this? Is it plugged in? Is this? Boom. Alright. Whoa. Okay. I think this counts as a built-in mic. I don't know, man. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What the hell is this? Okay, alright. Y'all can hear me clearly, right? Bro, all my lives are getting like 50 plus views on me. I didn't get back to my live streams. But can y'all hear me like clearly? Oh yeah. Alright, hold up, wait. Oh, you just go on properties. Like go to sure, bro. 2-inch and then audio input capture. Properties. I don't know, like shoot. Okay. Properties. This way, oh wait, the audio. It's. I think it's audio. I don't know, bro. You see a video, blah blah blah. Game 2. Hold up. Oh wait, it's this one. Properties. I probably need to put this at black hole. Okay, bro. Cause hold up. See, puppy. Okay, anyways, bro. 2 people watching. Just one. It's just me and Gunner and this bro. It's like I stole this dude's stuff, bro. I stole this dude's shit, bro. I don't care. Ooh, I look so tough, bro. Cause it won't upload. I swear, that's bro. It's finally uploading. It's just taking like 20 minutes, bro. 3 people watching. 3 people watching, bro. Ooh, www. Bro, it's like 2 people watching. It's like 2 people. It's 2 people watching. Like that's dope. That's dope. Like how y'all be? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Bro, is this even live anymore? Bro, okay. Oh, I'm gonna touch you. So you stopped that just to say I'm gonna touch you, bro. Look at it. I'll go back after. They ain't know you though. Just spam know you. I guess. Oh my god. This is excellent, bro. I was trying to go to the store and give me some, but bro, just top tier, just peak. Or wait. I just need to test the audio, bro. That's it. So I'll go here. F1. Alright.
In different ways.
Goofy, goober,
Through death row and
Yup. And then, bro, wait. This might be peak or this might be ads, bro. I had to test it, man. Finder. Don't worry about that. Desktop. I don't know why it's a whole separate file. It's basketball. You know it's basketball. Bro, hold on, wait. I have to get this audio working, bro. Desktop audio, like with properties, and then defaults. I don't know what that means, but sure. Bro. Okay, so F1.
Carter through heavyweight records with Ice Cube.
Cube.
Carter had also reported
relationship
between.
Yeah, for sure. We just gonna go here. All that new stuff. Bro, okay. I don't know what I do about it. Okay. We're just gonna have to like get into like it's actually working pretty good. I guess. Today's Mystery Monday, Fortnite. Mystery Monday, bro. Mystery Monday. Yo, am I gonna? I don't know, man. But 3 new videos are supposed to be posting like in like 2 minutes, bro. Wrote that 7 minutes ago. Okay, not gonna lie, the audio for the vid sucks. I know it's like I don't know what to do. Wait, I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm just gonna see audio input, media group, auto, display capture, video. Is it audio output? Whatever. Alright. Okay. So it's gonna be like black hole 2-inch, right? Okay. Right? Because like alright. I'm trying to fix it. Though. I'm trying to get the audio working like perfectly. Like perfect in sync.
Good Night and Dr. Dre. That's why his presence at Tam's Burgers.
Oh my god, Tommy.
So this was a man who by all means was there to bring peace to the situation.
Okay, so I'm trying to make sure the audio is working like pristine. Okay, don't mind that. That's literally just okay. But it's still like I don't know what to do. So the mic. Oh, I don't know how to Mac. Do I? Is it? Oh, is that muted? Hold up. What? I might be on something. Hold up. Wait.
And the story is that he was there as a mediator, someone who basically, created peace and made sure.
Got him. Wait, I think I got it. I might have it. Oh, that was my other thing. Like that's literally on my playlist or whatever. I'm not onto nothing. I'm not onto something, bro. I try to figure this out. Cause I'm gonna just turn that up and then what is it like What's it doing? Properties, display capture. Okay, but like the audio capture. Like, okay, so if I go to properties, desktop. Okay, but like, hold up. I'm gonna turn every one of these bad boys on, and then let's see what it does.
That every person who was there to communicate did so effectively. So he wasn't there as a rival, he wasn't there as an enemy, he was someone.
Okay, alright. Wait, bro, I'm trying to figure this out how to like get it. Okay, the audio sucks. I know that. Okay, we're just gonna leave it like that since we got like the thing. I might figure that out later. Like, are you, yeah. Bro? Anyone play Fortnite? Yeah, bro. I play Fortnite, bro. I do. Me too. Like, me too. Like, tell your mic that. Oh my god, bro. The mic. Yo, swear to you. I don't know what the hell it's doing. Collect sprites? Oh yeah, he Gunner does, bro. I don't collect sprites, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Trying to do it, maybe, bro. Oh, we could do trio. We could do trio, bro. Hold up, we can do trio, bro. We can do trio. I'll just like end this stream and then I won't stream it because I don't know what to do. But I'm like, yeah, we can run trios, bro. Trios. I don't have a mic though. Oh, hey, we can still do trios, bro. I was that always dies. What's it? Trios. I have a mic, bro. I literally didn't have a mic until like I found it in my brother's room and I stole it. But yeah, I'll stream it. Bam, bro. All for us to the trios, bro. Give me a minute. Alright. Bro, oh, in this stream, bro, and this just hop on Fortnite just really, really quick for no reason. What the is this, bro? We're gonna save that to watch later, bro. And film Cooper over here with, alright, yeah. What up, bro? I swear to you, man. I don't know why it's 4K, but it's finally processing. So these are like the things I gotta upload. So I'm gonna have like 3 new videos, bro. You probably didn't understand. Congrats, you missed the point. What was the point? I'm so confused. Give me like 2 minutes, bro. The description added to this video, bro. It's like 100 minutes, bro. I passed. This is real, sorry. La 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 la. Wait, Quantum, you playing with us or not? Yeah. Yeah, hold on. I'm in the stream. I'm in the stream, bro. I'm gonna end the stream and then just join.